Good morning. Welcome back. This is going to be the daily reading for Sunday, September 22nd. For some reason, I have been drawn to this oil. It's spikenard oil. I got it a long time ago, like years ago. Perhaps maybe like 2 years, something like that. A year and a half too, I don't know. It's been a while. And even these candles I made a long time ago, like around the same time, maybe longer. I don't know, I've had it forever. So I've been pulling them out, and usually I make my own candles because I don't want to smell wax, the fake plastic stuff. I usually use the Kirkland coconut oil. Haven't opened this up yet. I have to make my candles again. I used to make tea lights just because for the tarot I don't want to smell fake plastic all the time. But so yeah, I've been using the old candles again, right, where I just want to get them used up. And this oil has been calling me, like just this spirit's been telling me to use it. I don't know, I just ignored it. I was like, hey, where is it? A week ago, perhaps. And then where did I put it? 3 days later. And today, I was drawn to it. It's right there in front of I found it yesterday. And then today I was like, all right, got to use it today. So it's spikenard. Let's put some drops in the candle. Spikenard has a whole bunch of anointing kind of, hold on, spiritual significance. Did I use it already? I must have used it a little bit. I don't remember, it's been that long. Let's do a few drops. They say you could put it in a bath, or is it plugged? Yeah, it is. Oops. Yeah, it's thick stuff, I think. So let's put some in today. Oops, there we go. Ooh. Yum. That smells like Indian incense a little bit. Ooh. I think that's enough. Let's not waste it. The price has gone up for this. All right. I think I paid around 40 something like years ago. I don't know. Anyways, for some reason, I'm supposed to use it today. So here we are. Oh yeah, it's because it's Sunday. Okay. Because Sunday I do more spiritual cards. I do love first though, don't worry. Let's put this like this. Put this here. And, ooh, I love it. Give it to me. Beautiful. Oh, heck yeah. I just love it. Okay. What was I gonna do? Yeah, let's do the bells. All right. Put this over here because I just like to have it around. Oh, Spirit, what would you like to use? What deck would you like to use? They're all here for Sunday. I'm drawn to the Muse, but I don't know. Would you like to use this deck, Spirit Guide? Hanged Muse. The Muse of I Am. Oh, snap. This is, okay, Hanged Man. Hanged Muse. Not moving forward, being stagnant, stuck. The Muse of I Am, it's, look at the butterfly, the transformation. This is Chris Ann Donnelly's deck. It's called the Muse Tarot for creators. And it's saying here with this card, there's a checklist, and you've done the inner work, you've done everything, you're ready to transform. The final thing is, off the checklist, is being good with your body, with your physical looks, and being at peace with your body. And that's what I got. Okay, so that's the download. Let's talk about it. I have been looking up random things, which I thought was just random, but the download is this. For example, and it's going to sound trivial and frivolous, but spirit works like that, where there's a deeper meaning to these things. Like, you can find meaning everywhere. So I was, for example, I want to be, I am drawn to, Spirit has told me, be on camera for my tarot. And it's something that I do everything intuitively. So if it doesn't sit right in my solar plexus, if it doesn't feel right, I won't do it. Sometimes I get mixed messages and then I don't know if that's the right thing to do. It's not fear of others per se, because like I'm the first one. Even if I got, you know, 2 mismatched shoes and things are like all on fire, I will still throw myself into a fire if that's what duty calls and that's what I'm supposed to do. But when there's 2 different duties, or like 2 different loyalties, allegiances, whatever, things like that, you got the 2 of Swords energy, the Hanged Muse energy, sacrificing your happiness for others, or staying stuck, or a temporary pause. And speaking to that, being good with like not fighting yourself, being at peace, like loving yourself, self-love. So I was looking also at curly hair videos. Just fast forward to the love reading if you don't care. So I have wavy hair, and my daughter has curlier hair than me. Anyways, constantly trying to always tying it back. Always, the only time I took it down is if I'm going dancing or something. Then I'll put the effort in to let it naturally dry, curl, condition, whatever. Otherwise, I'm with frizzy hair most of the time. And the whole thing is just to not fight your physical appearance, right? So I was watching these videos of these girls on YouTube. Like, do I have this type hair? Do I have that type hair? And their hair, it's not stick straight. It's not corkscrew curls. It's somewhere in the middle. And they have to, love themselves. And they don't even know what their type is until they actually take the time to let it just be what it's going to be. Meaning, they'll just let it, wash it and let it just take the shape it's naturally supposed to take. Maybe give it a little bit of help or assistance, as opposed to trying to smooth it out and make it straight and make it do something that it's not supposed to do. So also, so the Muse of I Am here is going, this is someone who's done all the work, the inner work. There is one last threshold. Let me read it to you, what Chris Ann wrote on her website. I think I posted it on the community channel page. The Muse of I Am. So here it is. It says, doubt's last refuge. Okay, so there's 5 different things to check mark. 4 of them are check marked. The last one is the one that's not check marked. So the first one is my relationship with my heart. Done. My relationship with my mind. Done. My relationship with my love. Done. My relationship with spirit. Done. The last one is my relationship with my body. So spirit is saying, for whoever needs to hear it, and I'm one of them, to, embrace yourself instead of fighting yourself. Also, sometimes things get confusing because there are consequences to our actions. And if it's not something where we feel like it's a complete yes, it's difficult to, trust some kind of external call, or having your intuition divided in 2, because it could go both ways. So that's the vibe for the day. Self-love, not to fight yourself, embracing your natural state, whatever that's worth. Okay, so that's the download. Spirit guides, Why is this in two different piles? Oh my God, look what I just subconsciously did. Face up and face down. There's the Two of Swords energy. There's the Two of Swords energy. Which way to go? Right? Do you see that? And then the spikenard wanting me to use that today, calling me like for a week to use it. Spikenard is a special oil that has religious symbolism. It says that Mary used it to, it's an expensive perfume back in those days, and she used it to clean Jesus's feet, and then used her hair to dry his feet. And also they anointed Jesus' forehead with the spikenard before he was crucified. So it's used in religious rites. I don't think, not just with Christianity, but other faiths as well. So for some reason, okay, spikenard, loving yourself, not fighting who you are, okay, and accepting your physical body. And another thing is why I'm not on camera is because during the start of COVID, my laptop got damaged when I was traveling to Lisbon. And then it had like this one static line across the laptop. So I came back to where I am, and I had called the manufacturer or emailed or whatever. And they said they're going to pick it up and then they'll fix it and drop it off, everything. It's like brand new from a big company that everybody knows. It was one of the top 3 major ones, okay, if not the top. Touchscreen, whatever. So I'm like, cool. What excellent customer service. I get my laptop back. I get my laptop back, and I'm just, leaving it for a while. Then later on, I'm watching all these like videos, YouTube videos, trying to exercise, trying to get back into shape, putting face masks on, and then watching my laptop. After about like 10 days, my face was on fire. Like, I mean, it was like a boiled like flesh on fire, my entire face. And it was so hot, right? That like my hands, it's winter time and my hands are cold and my face is red like a boiled lobster and on fire. So I didn't understand what happened, because it came on like, over 10 days, like a slow burn. Until on the 10th day, it was like thick boiled skin, like red, right? My neck is one color and my face is like thick boiled skin. I was on Amazon buying these like ice cool gel face masks, all these things. Come to find out, while I'm wearing these masks, I had to rotate them. That's how hot my face was. Had to rotate them, put them in the fridge, use the new one. My laptop had burnt my face so badly, right, that I had purple, thickened scar kind of tissue on 3/4 of my face. This was right at the beginning of COVID. So I looked in the mirror and I was like, I took it well. I was like, oh, there's that. And I just had this vision of those like aging starlets in Hollywood who'll never go out of the house again. 3/4 of my face was purple, brown, hardened skin texture burns. It took 4 years for that to heal. It still hasn't completely healed. There's still little bits left, right? Where it was really difficult. It wasn't the actual burns that were difficult, like that sucked. It was the hate that I got because, I used to be pretty and thin and whatever. So when I was a mom and I'm going through these things and then my face gets burned and, you get depressed, your kid wants to go to the beach, they want to do all these things, and you're like getting followed everywhere. People were coming like from my community, from my high school, like these fucking haters, videotaping me at the beach. Now you can imagine purple, brown burns on 3/4 of your face, and you're trying to cover it up with makeup. Now add sun and sand. You start looking like a fucking drag rot monster. Okay, so this is what I was going through. And it was difficult. 4 years were just dead skin sloughing off in the beginning, okay? And then like, how do you explain this? I didn't take pictures. I'm vain. I didn't take pictures. The thought of suing or doing this or that just flitted through my mind. I couldn't give a shit. I was just horrified at what had happened. And thank God it was COVID that like I got to wear face masks all the time, because it was really depressing. Like just the hate I got, like the glee of what happened to my face. It was really like, that was the most difficult thing. I'm proud of myself that like the actual burns, I couldn't care less. Don't give a fuck. It was the ammo it gave my haters that made me so fucking angry. So, you know, you're out with your kid and they're videotaping you. Like, that's bullshit. And then posting it to YouTube, right? With a tripod on the beach. Like, what the fuck? Soon as, you know, it's healed and I lose weight and I'm going out again, oh, they all disappeared. Everybody that was following me everywhere, they fucking disappeared. They didn't want to see me doing well. So it took 4 years. There's the last little bits left. The last tiny little bits. And, you know, I feel like everything is destined. Everything has, you know, it's time. And I will go on camera when that's fully healed or when I feel like it's the time to leap or jump. Right now, I don't feel that way. Like, I feel like, see? Justice, 9 of Wands, Devil. Do you see? Even while I'm talking about this, it's making me a little emotional, but you see, Spirit is going, yep, that was fuckery. It was trying to, you know, you have your defenses up, whatever. And the Devil. Why? Because it's Empress energy, right? If you knew the shit I have to put up with, and I don't mean like from my own self, I mean from other things, because I'm very vocal. I have a big mouth. I have an opinion on things. I'm not vaccinated, like whatever, okay? I will say what I think. So people don't like that. Community, whatever, okay? Another thing is, try not to judge people that you don't know, right? Just because you see a pretty face or you see like nice things or you whatever, you don't know shit, right? Unless they did something to you personally, shut the fuck up. All right, let's start. It's exhausting. Spirit, thank you for that. Thank you so much. We saw the Justice, which means there was injustice. We saw the 9 of Wands, which was Wounded Warrior, which is very pointed because I have Warrior's Journey Tarot. And then we had the Devil card, somebody who intentionally pulled that shit. I still have the laptop. And when I say it was burns that were like purple, I went to Sephora. I mean, like, for the most melanated human being, the Charlotte Tilbury, it's like orange-red coral color corrector. Even that would not cover my burns. Woo, that was difficult. It wasn't even the... Can you imagine? And now, like, I hate wearing makeup. Now that my face is almost fully healed. Fuck that. It's like clean skin all the way forever. Let's go. Spirit guides, thank you so much. Love you. Thank you. Look, the Devil. Again, Temperance. It's healing. It's saying that this residue, this energy is not done. But the Temperance is healing from it. Look how she's holding her face. 4 of Inspiration. Stability, the happy home. Yep. If you only knew. Anyways. Anywho. Spirit, thank you. I'm done talking. I'm sorry. What message do we have for today, please? What message do we have for today? In love, romance. I'll read it general and in the love direction, whichever way. Spirit, what messages do we have? Thank you. Ace of Inspiration. It's a new beginning. Inspired, passionate, new beginning. Excitement. Ace of Inspiration and Page of Inspiration. Why did I saw the Ace of Inspiration, I said Page. That's so weird. Like I'm on autopilot here, like Spirit is taking the wheel. All right. A new beginning, and the Page, relaying a message with inspiration. The Moon, your hidden feelings, secrets. 10 of Pentacles, abundance, success. Ooh, who's getting money? Somebody's getting some gift. The Fool, new beginning. Oh, I'm so happy for you. This is beautiful. This is showing like something, some new project or something that you're doing, some communication that you're relaying, some secret, possibly. Something, like the Moon is the mind, subconscious, secrets, partial illumination, your hidden feelings, dream state, mother energy. 10 of Pentacles is in like, why did I get inheritance? Money, finances, stability. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. And the Fool is starting a new journey, a new beginning, a fresh start, clean slate. It looks like, you know, there's something that's going to happen. You've already been inspired for change. And then there's going to be some kind of financial windfall, some financial stability, abundance with 10 of Pentacles, where whatever, I like seeing the Moon, like your hidden feelings, your just hidden desires, with all this inspiration and passion and like a fresh start, right? Ace and the Fool, fresh start. It's like you're going to get a chance to live your best life, live your dream, do what you wanted to do, but perhaps you were afraid or waiting or unsure or whatever. I don't know. It's beautiful. What else is there? What else is there, Spirit? Queen of Pentacles. Again, financial stability. Could be mother energy, honestly, too. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, for some of you, it could be a gift from your mother. It could be. Or for some of you, you are a mother, and it's a new business venture, a new relationship, something. Ace. Look at all the aces. Muse of I Am again. Oh, Spirit, you're awesome, Spirit. This is Sunday's special read. That's why I said bust out the spikenard. Spikenard is, look, and the Magician. Oh my God, what's going on? I'm gonna have a sip of tea. Chai. I made it again. I make it every morning now. So interesting. This is major new beginning. I'm excited for you. This is something where you're getting the opportunity to fly free, like to live your best life, to start over. The Muse of I Am, again, with the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is being emotionally fulfilled. You're going to be so happy. Like, I can even feel it right now. Like, this is emotional in a happy way. Like you got the Magician this is all creative, new beginning, fresh start, inspired energy. I don't know what the planetary transits are today. Like, what is going on today? I don't know. But there's something going on, okay? When it's Sunday, they want the spikenard. I'm telling my deep secrets. And then we got all of this manifesting energy for the read. There's something going on. Financial abundance, a gift. It can either be whether you won the lottery, or you got an inheritance, or your business took off, or a new job. I don't know. But it's something that's going to make your dreams come true. Where now you have the freedom to do what inspires you. All those wonderful ideas and exciting, like, you know, inspiring things that you've been thinking about, they're all now able to be manifested, because this is what you've been waiting for. This like dream windfall to enable you to manifest your dreams. I freaking love it. Again, though, we got the Muse of I am. Doubt's last refuge. The final one was your relationship with your body. To love yourself and stop trying to, and it's a recurring message from Spirit, but stop trying to bend, fold, mold yourself into something else that you're not, and to accept yourself as you are. That's hard for people who are perfectionists or purists or whatever. I'm very, body positive with other people. I admire that in other people. On myself, I'm horribly cruel. Like my standards on myself, you don't even want to know. Like I'm like, well, but this is black and white. Like it has to be like this. You should look like this, and you should think like if it's me. But I love it when other people are body positive. I do. Like I don't mean that in a condescending way. Like you do look good. You are confident. You do wear that well. You do have a nice figure. It's not mainstream. But it looks great. Looks great on you. You're very attractive. I whatever, right? But on myself, the Muse of I am. Embracing yourself. For some of you, it could be, also just taking care of yourself. Like, look at how she looks. For some of you, you might have had a huge glow up. You might have been exercising, taking care of yourself, getting some new duds. I don't know, putting some effort in, have some new pep in your step. Some kind of physical manifestation of the inner work. What else do we have? Spirit, what else do we have? Six of Swords. Oh, that's beautiful. You're leaving some situation. You might be moving. This is why you're happy. Some situation that you were in that you didn't like, a relationship you were in that was toxic, separating yourself from a group of people that were toxic, whatever it is. It could be a job that was, toxic, separating yourself from that and walking away from it to somewhere else. And look at the hand that is helping this person cross. This is the divine spirit who's also helping you to move away from these energies. 3 of inspiration. The domino effect here, putting something into motion. You did something that was inspired, right? You started fresh, you did something, and now you're getting the rewards. Cause and effect, you're getting the consequences of what you've done. It's coming full circle. You see how it's going this way, and it started toppling the dominoes over, and it's going to come all the way back around to here. And look at all this water energy and the sun and how she's feeling all this breezy kind of wind in her skirt, in her hair. That's high energy. You've done something to create this change, and now you're waiting for your ships to come in, and they will. It's the 10 of Pentacles. Could even be relationships. It might even be 2 people that are in the sea there. There's usually 2 ships. What else do we have, Spirit? What else do we have? Anything else for Sunday? Three of Cups, celebrating. Like, is there a happier read? This is celebrating. Cheersing. Being social. Dating. Hanged Muse. Hanged Muse. 3 of Cups is celebrating success, or celebrating, good times. Celebratory. Social. Sometimes it speaks to reconciliations with people, but here it's saying the Hanged Muse is clarifying this. So for some of you, you could be like, in a position to now date, or, you know, maybe people want to celebrate with you, your success, this victory, this good time, these good times. But the Hanged Muse is showing, it's like, you know, someone who has everything to attract a partner, but they don't date. And people are like, well, why don't you date? That's so weird. They can't fathom it. Because if they had their, you know, whatever in check, they would be out there. So they don't get it. Like, this is something like where you could be reconciling, you don't want to. You could be dating, you're not, right? You could be, you know, going out to party and celebrating the success or having a fun time, you don't. Right? The Hanged Muse is having some other priority why you don't do it. What's this Hanged Muse? Spirit, can we clarify the Hanged Muse? Thank you. 8 of Wands. Yeah, you're focused on something else. This is like super charge ahead, excitement, power, forward movement, fast results. Like, I feel like this is where maybe if it's work related or financially, like, you know, a windfall, it's something where you ain't got no time to party. Like, this is, let's say you win a lottery. What's the first thing you would do? I don't think it's go out and party. If I won the lottery, the first thing I do is book a trip somewhere. See, I just got a note clear. What is it? I just got some kind of whatever. Anyways, let's say you won the lottery. You'd go somewhere where you can hide and make your, you know, big plans, right? The goal is not to go out and get wasted and have a one-night stand and then, like, you know, catch something or, you know, damage your body in some way and you screwed up that blessing. This is something where you're being very careful and you're going full steam ahead on that which is your priority or what's important. Oh my God, the spikenard smells fantastic. Okay, so it's that. It's excitement, and the sun. Look at this sun. Burns through everything. It is burning bright and strong. It's showing such virility, like passion, forward movement, excitement towards your goal. Look at how this person's going through it. They're so determined. 5 of Wands. This could speak to, okay. So again, we're going to the Muse of I Am. Here it's showing all these mirrors that this person has, right? Like this one's on the ground, this one's of her reflection, this one's on her, you know, root chakra. Oh, the candle just went out. What is that? It floats around, you know. That's what it is. It came unstuck. Let me see if I can fix it. No. Interesting. Let me just do this. I'm going to transfer it. Let's just show you what I'm doing. Interesting. Everything has, you know, some kind of significance if you're going to be superstitious like me. Let's put one of these little wicks. I picked up a whole bunch from Nepal. Okay, let's pour this in here. And we'll use this. So what does that mean? And I'll keep refilling it from here. So we can use it, not waste it. But it's just, the vessel has changed. I don't know. What is it? Interesting. Now let's light this up. There we go. Can you see? There we go. All right. Problem solved. Let's go back to the read. And then you've got, on the root chakra, a mirror there too. Looking at the past, the future. The 5 of Wands. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Spikenard is good for root chakra grounding as well. Anyways, 5 of inspiration is fighting, jealousy, insecurity, inner conflict, outer conflict, fighting, jealousy. So that's clarifying why you don't do certain things. Like, I feel like if you were to date at right now or something, there would be people who have, like, you know, their 2 cents on that. Perhaps, you know, some of you just got out of a relationship, or you're a mom, or whatever, you're a divorcee. I don't know. There might be like some opinions on that, and you just would rather not hear it. Or if you go out and party and celebrate or something, and you're going out, you know, perhaps your friendship circle is pretty toxic and shit and jealous. If there's something here where this social celebratory energy, which you feel you're not doing, you're holding back from, to do with other people. Why? Because you're doing something that's moving full steam ahead with the 8 of Wands, something you're passionate about. And clarifying this, they're both clarifying the Hanged Muse, meaning because you would rather focus on, I think, like something that pays off for sure, and put, you know, gratification later on as a priority, like later, because there's conflict every time you celebrate anything. There's resistance, and you have to deal with bullshit, right? Like, it's like you're a celebrity, let's say, right? Every time you step out the house, you want to go do normal things, you want to go do this and that, you want to go shopping in a store. Everything has to be safe, controlled, manufactured. Otherwise, like, there's room for so many things to go wrong. It looks like you're just somebody who's going through something, doing something, moving away from the bullshit that was surrounding you. And whatever you do, there's always an opinion. There's always, you know, misunderstandings, people who think they know something that they don't know. Then, you know, they get bad karma because they're accusing you of shit or putting and projecting things onto you. And then you have to defend yourself, and it gets toxic. Like, it's ego shit. Like, this is all you'd rather not. What's the advice from Spirit? Spirit guides, what's the advice? What's the advice? Thank you. 10 of inspiration. This is like saying, put in the hard work. It's going to pay off. There's going to be great success. This is something where you're feeling things heavily. It's pressure. And then I just got the pressure makes diamonds, right? Because the 10 of Wands is great pressure, but it's a completion number. It means that you're coming to the end of this hard work, blood, sweat, and tears cycle. Page of emotions, Page of Cups. Page of Cups. Look at how they put tentacles on this. Page of Cups. Some kind of communication. An apology? Or no, Page of Cups. This is the advice from Spirit. It's saying, like, you know, keep going. You're almost at the finish line. And the Page of Cups is saying, just be sincere, honest, you know, speak from the heart, humble. That's it. Let's pull some oracle cards. Let's get a song first. I want to see. You know what? Nope. Let's do the oracle cards. Let's do Whispers of Love. This is by Angela Hartfield. Let's see, what do we have, Spirit Guides? What's the love message for Sunday the 22nd? What's the message for Sunday the 22nd? What's the love message for Sunday the 22nd? Have faith and true love. What? Trust your faith in the situation. True love. This love is a once-in-a-lifetime love. Listen with your heart. You are listening to what is being said to you, but you need to listen with a loving heart. So somebody loves you. It's true love. It's something that love endures underneath that too. Someone loves you. Who loves you? Someone loves you. How would would they know, Spirit? How would they know who this person is? This is that's hilarious. Someone loves you. It's like, how would you know who loves you? Let's just say, how would we know who this is for? Can we get a card from Journey of Love, please, by Aletta Fairchild? Spirit guides, can we get a card? Can we get a card, Spirit guides, to clarify this true love card? Or whatever you want. I don't know. Give me a love message. Thank you. Woman of Light. See, this is a spiritual card. This is somebody who's a spiritual being. This is somebody who's a feminine, divine wisdom kind of energy. That's why we got the spikenard out. On the bottom, devotion to the small. This is saying, like, this is somebody who's coming into bloom. They're blooming. Spiritually. Something that was already there. You know, the seed was there. The karma was there. Just had to find the right time. 49. Pure joy is my celebration. Let's put this here. I know the divine to be eternal. There is no limit to my peace, to my pleasure, as I rise and rise and rise again. Capable am I of receiving the light, of accepting the next level of illumination. I am sacred flesh coming to light. I am the walking temple, the living goddess, she who shines with truth. I come to you now. I am one with you now. I am the awakened one and the awakener. This oracle brings you guidance that you are to be witness to the presence of an awakened being. See, this is also giving me, where's that Six of Swords? You see this? Who's helping? Okay, anyways. Either within your own self as part of your spiritual destiny or in the form of a beloved other. An awakened one is in your midst or soon will be. Receive the blessing that emanates from such a being, for to behold one is a gracious spiritual gift that will lift you to the next step of your path. If you are having trouble discerning the true presence of an awakened teacher in your midst, or even in your own being, remember that nothing is asked from you by such awakened ones but loving devotion, so that they may serve the awakening of all living beings. It requires much karmic grace to be granted immediate access to an awakened being. Even more to become such a living light. Take delight. I asked God for a deepening of my love. This is the poem. Without realizing that the deeper I was willing to go, the more it involved letting go of any part of myself that wanted to love and still be safe. In surrender to the possible lay the greatest potential for love, at levels before unknown, like a cistern that holds the nectar of life and gives its precious liquid, only to be filled again with nature's flow. Such knowingness is a gift, for if you can embrace the blessing, you can live without question, relaxing and replenishing with each breath, with each kiss, always whole. So it's beginning to spiritual awakening. The deeper you're willing to go involves letting go. And the cistern with the precious liquid saying, you pour and then it gets filled again with nature's flow. Embrace the blessing. Relaxing and replenishing. Always whole. All right. 32. Devotion to the small. She bows, she honors growth. She sees that within the smallest flower, there is the teaching of the earth, the gospel of Gaia, the mystery of life demonstrated. She recognizes that she too is of nature, subject to the mysteries of growth and life. That in honoring nature, in taking pleasure in life, she opens her heart to allow great creation to happen through her. This is the feminine wisdom, alive in men and women with open hearts. That's the Page of Cups. There is an innate wisdom within you that understands this devotion to the Earth Mother as an important step in fulfilling your spiritual destiny on this planet. She is speaking to you now, letting you know that there is a small change happening, something that is growing within you that you may recognize but not think is so important. Yes, she tells you now that it is very significant. Soon you will see that what you thought was a seed to yield a single flower is actually blossoming into a lush garden of manifestation. Gratitude and love for the small changes happening are leading you to into fullness that you can only dream of. Enjoy. Yeah, this is It's happening. The message of this oracle for you is that your blossoming is occurring now, and the Earth Mother has gratitude for your presence within her being, for the work you are doing to help other human beings. She asks for you to surrender any concern you have to her, to let her creative power continue to gently guide you into your rightful place in the world, that you may shine as you were born to do, in service to the evolution of this planet. She's helping you now. Trust her. So the poem says, a flower is a poem that tells you the truth of a thought, in the fragrance of a dream, as fleeting as a heartbeat, as lasting as a memory. All right, let's see what else shall we use. Let's try the songs. Spirit, is there a song? I'm not going to force it if there isn't, but is there a song for the day, for the love message, if there is one, even true love? Is there a song? Thank you. Uh-oh, bringing on the heartbreak, Mariah. And then on the bottom, Our House, Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Okay, so it's showing that, you know, somebody had this kind of idea of a union where there's a happy home and, you know, everything is peaceful. It's just them two, you know, cozy scene by the fire, playing love songs and all that kind of thing. Bringing on the heartbreak is about a guy who is like constantly, or a person who's constantly chasing something new. They don't, it's like a gypsy energy. They, you know, they're a pretty boy kind of thing, and they're always, you know, searching for something. They're easy come, easy go in love. And, their rootlessness, their like non-grounded kind of floating away all the time, never being, you know, consistent or around, is something that has brought on the heartbreak for somebody. Whatever. Okay, I'm just going to put it away because honestly, as soon as I brought it out, I was not feeling it, because I feel like this is not about love. Like, yeah, there's somebody who, I pulled out love cards. There's somebody who loves you. Definitely. But I feel like this is more about, like, just like this Three of Cups and hanging back from all of the dating, going out, whatever. There is somebody who loves you, but I feel like this energy is about you. You manifesting. It's about you. It's not about someone else. You coming into some kind of financial abundance that's going to let you make your dreams come true. Do the things that you were wishing for, hoping for, excited about. Right? There is somebody here who has things. It says, have faith, listen with your heart, up to you, right? But when you see songs like Bringing on the Heartbreak, you don't have time for it. That's why there's like hanging music. You're like, whatever. I got something else going on. I couldn't be bothered. Let's get a crystal for the day. Spirit guides, what crystal is there for the day? Thank you. Healer. See, I told, it's all spiritual. Expanded awareness on the bottom. Anything else, Spirit guides? I love this little deck. Any other message here? Thank you. Pyromorphite, patience. Yeah, patience. Self-love. Exactly. Self-love. Right. Kunzite, self-love. It's the last, you know, doubt's last refuge with the Muse of I Am. It's the last thing to check off. All right. Can we get a Spirit Junkie Oracle card, please? Spirit guides, can we get an Oracle message from this deck? Is there a message? Thank you. When I see good in others, I acknowledge it out loud. Yeah, you're not a hater. When you see somebody, this is really important. Like when you see somebody who's shining, right? Your first instinct is not to try to cut them down or be critical or, you know, think of a way to make yourself superior. This is something where anything that brings light to the world or is happy, joyous, or good, you want to support it, because on the grander scheme of things, the bigger scale of things, you know that this world needs it. So anything, it's just like the devotion to the small with the flowers and the bloom. Anything where you see light blooming or something that's trying to grow that will bring light to the world or bring healing, you nurture that, you support it, you'll give it a thumbs up, you'll give a positive feedback comment, you will give a smile, you will, give something to help out. This is that kind of energy. It's the non-hater energy, which is when I see good in others, I acknowledge it out loud. It's not going to take anything away from you. I am ready to go big, rise up, and step into my power. Totally. I see that. It's just the timing isn't right? You're ready for it. You're working on it. It's just like that Three of Cups, the celebration and the hanged muse. That's what I got, right? When you win a lottery, you want to go hide and think about what you're going to do. Like, what's your first move? All right. This deck is calling me. It's looking at me, and I know there's eyes on it. Oh, maybe the one underneath that too. Let's use the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck, since it's just right in my face. Now, of course, I need the guidebook. Where is it? Where's the guidebook? Where did I put it? This is what happens, when you're trying to move things around. Is it here? Spirit animal, something. Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. I have the book. The book is... Lord have mercy, where is it? I'm gonna have to pause because I don't even know where it is. One sec. Got it. It was on the other side of this table's drawers. Here we go. Spirit guides. Ooh, we have the rainbow on the bottom. What do we have? What's the message, the spirit message for the day, please? For Sunday, the 22nd of September. What is the message? I like the shuffle. It's so nice. Get a spiritual guidance message. What is the card for the day? The message for the day. Thank you. The curse. Yeah. The sorcerer. The curse and the sorcerer. Look at the hand that's on this person's mouth. It looks like the, that red paint that they put on the, that people have been putting on their face, over their mouth for the missing, murdered Indigenous women. To bring awareness to that, because it's like the red dress as well, because they have been literally like hunted. Okay, I'm Canadian. They do how do you start talking about that stuff? Like residential schools, colonization, land theft, and then reservations and pollution, and then even law enforcement, treating them badly. We just had like a high number of deaths, like by the police, towards Indigenous people, where it just goes left. Like it gets violent to the point of death. And we had things like Starlight cruises is what they're called. I don't know, for some reason it's asking me to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it. Where, it's cold in Canada, and there was this history of like taking people who were arrested, stripping them naked, and driving them like 30 miles out of town where they have to like walk back, and they would freeze to death. And I don't mean like 100 years ago or something, or like 50 years ago, like a little while ago. I don't know if they still do it. And then we had this horrible like serial killer that was like just picking off women from the highway who were hitchhiking. They had a pig farm. He had a pig farm, and he had like killed so many people. So basically there's something about this, okay, that I don't know why, but it's coming up. So I'll read it, but this says the curse. Now where do I put this energy? Like for some reason and the sorcerer. For some of you, there might be somebody who is spiritual, who has been cursing you. maybe. Or somebody who's been, I don't know, 14. Let's just look. It opened right there. So the essence, the curse refers to the limiting stories of our ancestors. Oh, and the karma from former lifetimes that preordains the events of our lives. It is the source of negative patterns, and it can show up as a disease, a destructive force, or a blockage on our creative energy. The curse holds us hostage to a false story that we confuse for reality. Recognizing the original wound that is playing out in our life can heal it. The invitation is, it is time to recognize the source of your limitations. Did your grandparents live with a mindset of scarcity? Did you inherit genes for heart disease? Were you a slave or a master in a past life? This karmic legacy is ready and waiting to be seen, to be untangled, and to be released. Honor the players and their stories. Forgive everyone and everything. Craft a new life course for yourself. And the medicine, be aware of your actions. Act with impeccable intention so as not to create a debt or karma that sooner or later someone has to pay. What you do to others, you also do to yourself and to the people you love the most. Now you have the opportunity to clean it up. That's the medicine. This is exactly the card for what is going on right now. I talked about that Pitra Paksh. It's in Hindi. It's saying that it is a time when there's like the celestial, gates open for 3 generations of your ancestors to come and check in on you. And so you're supposed to make offerings, like these rice balls with black sesame seeds in it, something to do with like to take away the obstacles or whatever, and to give offerings. And then if a crow eats it, they've accepted it. And, these other offerings prayers that you're supposed to do, show gratitude. And I was talking about, and I posted it on the community channel. Sadhguru was saying that it's not a way, like if you have a difficult life where you feel like you have next to no free will, you feel like a slave, or you're just plugging away with nothing inspiring to light you up. It's saying that sometimes when you have really strong ancestor energy on you, that it can create that kind of a situation. And so you should give offerings and celebrate during this time when the gates open, okay, to the underworld. They called it Yamlok. Okay, so when the gates open, the 3 generations come, and then you can like make the offerings and heal these karmic debts, or heal the fact that they have so much control over your life because they're literally living vicariously through you. And in the way of offering things to them, it creates distance. That was the only way the Sadhguru got me. I'm like, what? Say it again. Creates distance between you and your ancestors, because what they live through and their memory doesn't apply so much in the Western world. And it's hard sometimes to be like super traditional and then super like modern, right? Or Western values, Eastern values, like there has to be some kind of balance. But if one is overpowering the other, you miss out on the other. So it's saying, recognize the source of your limitations, right? Honor the players and their stories. That's exactly it. You honor them, you show their pictures. Asians do this, right? They even give like that joss paper that they burn with like different pictures of money, cars, this and that, whatever. I'm not saying you have to do that. Like Hindus will like, give food offerings and stuff. There's something in Buddhists too. They don't talk about it so much openly, but they do too. They'll draw pictures of clothing and, make food offerings and whatnot. They'll do all kinds of things that there is, right? So the spirit realm is real. This is ancestral curses. Curses or control, okay? And for some of you, if it's speaking to First Nations issues, right? And that's something else. It's just, if I was called to say it, so if you have that kind of ancestry, if that kind of background, just to be mindful, everybody has to be mindful of it, right? So just to be mindful of like, if you see patterns or you feel like you're being limited, or you have a mindset of scarcity, it's saying that it's just, they have it 7 generations. Whatever happened, anything traumatic or good or bad or whatever, you feel it 7 generations down to cleanse that energy or to change it. And Sadhguru was talking about that too, with the some scientific experiment with mice where they were poisoned with or electrocuted or poisoned when they went around cherry blossoms. And then even though those mice had been separated and they had, children, or was it little baby mice or whatever, the other generations of the mice who had never experienced that stayed away from the cherry blossoms. So it's inherited karma, right? To be mindful of that. If you feel like you're stagnant or stuck and you're doubting your intuition, because it's saying go big, right? And I'm taking this as well as spiritual advice. This is something that's the mindset is contrary to this, right? This like limitation is contrary to this. Okay, the sorcerer. That spirit saying like, we get it. You feel like this because of this. You have to understand that, recognize it. And we're telling you because we see the bigger picture. Jump. 48. The essence. So thank you, Spirit. Okay, this is the source of dark power. The sorcerer represents the destructive aspect of the human psyche and the self-centered behavior that harms others. It symbolizes the unconscious beliefs and ideas that foster separation, conflict, and scarcity. Again, with the scarcity. The invitation. When the sorcerer enters your circle, you're being called to look at how your beliefs around scarcity and self-centered fear manifest in your world. Examine the destructive part of your psyche that misuses power or harbors feelings of resentment, vengeance, lust, greed, bigotry, or hatred. Perhaps you've harmed someone because of these dark tendencies. If so, all is not lost. You have only forgotten that all beings are interconnected and the universe is abundant. The sorcerer arrives to challenge you to change your thinking. You're given a second chance. Correct your course and practice not blaming others for the darkness that lives inside you. Make peace with it and choose another way. The medicine. Have you been feeling out of sorts because you've been faced with your own character flaws and the pain that you inflict on others when you are out of alignment? Radical self-acceptance is called for now. You must reconcile these darker aspects of your nature so you don't behave irresponsibly and cause more harm to yourself and the ones you love. It's time to come out of denial and accept responsibility for your words and deeds. When you meet the energy of the sorcerer with humility, this destructive power transforms into grace, which you can use in service to the highest good. Perhaps it's time to make amends. Do it. It will set you free from the shadows and let you step into the light. I think this is a separate energy because we got woman of light, right? So this is, and we got a love story for some people and we got a financial windfall for others. This is a different energy. This is for somebody who needs to hear this, who's watching, who's got like limitations or scarcity mindset, who, remember what I was talking about when I said this card? What is it? When I see good in others, I acknowledge it out loud. And I was like so impassioned to jump on it and say, because you're not a hater, right? And I'm like, because the world needs light. So wherever you see those little shoots of life that have light, you want to nurture that and support it. This is that kind of energy. Now, this is the kind of energy where, because of a scarcity mindset, right? Because I was saying here, that sharing that light or giving praise does not take anything away from you. When I speak to this energy, it's scarcity mindset, limitations where everyone is perceived as a threat or competition, or you take it as something where it shows some kind of lack in you, right? We're all lacking. We're all not perfect. We're all not Buddhas. We're not enlightened. We're not Jesus. We're all learning. Everyone should be trying to be better. So when you see someone doing better, right, to be inspired, support it, be happy for them, be happy that you came across this karma with the woman of light, right? It's when you have this energy, it's said with the woman of light card, to be grateful. It takes good karma to be able to have such access to this kind of energy. Instead, like here, having like a toxic reaction, right, of scarcity. It's saying don't be like that. As soon as you squash that, it turns into grace and you get a huge level up. I just saw like a video game, you know, where you make the right choice and you fucking power up like crazy. Like that's the choice here. Saying you have the choice, it says, to go flip that scarcity mindset into grace. And then you get those power points for leveling up so much. And it changes your mindset. All right. What spirit deck? Let's use this one. The yogic, no, what is this? Tantric Dakini Oracle. Oh, yogic path wants to be used. All right, let's do it. Where is yogic path? Where is it? Is this it? Nope. Is this it? Nope. Is this it? Nope. Where is it? Nope. Are you serious? It has to be here somewhere. Is this it? Nope. Maybe here has to be. Yep. All right. Spirit guys, can we get a spiritual guidance message for Sunday the 22nd? And while we're shuffling, if you could give me a nudge for whatever decks you want to use, or if we wrap it up, I don't know. What's this? Niyamas. Now, is there a god on the bottom? Let's see. I'm gonna go here. Oh, Muladhara, root chakra. Grounding. That's why I use the spikenard. It was saying grounding. First chakra, how you see yourself, your confidence, your why no speaky? Yeah, your relationship with how you're seen, how you're perceived. Let's go to Niyamas. There's some kind of recipe here. Let's see. Niyamas is 65. It says 8 stages of yoga, and this is the yoga of laws of personal observance. So it says upright. You're beginning to reap the rewards of the inner transformational work you've done. This is just the beginning of a lifelong practice of personal observance. Tune into what your soul needs at this moment. Are there toxins in your body and mind that need soka, purity? Are you experiencing contentment, santosha, or for all the blessings you've been given? Are you using your tapas, disciplined energy, to take you toward your dharma, divine purpose? Continue the practice of svadhyaya, self-study. There is always more that you'll find when you open up the pathway to your true spirit. Take some extra time for yourself each day to practice Ishvara Pranidhana, the celebration and contemplation of spirit. Now here's the reverse. This is the time to go within. The answer to your question lies inside of yourself. By turning inward and doing the internal work, everything around you will shift. Are you practicing soka, purity in your body and mind through asana, yogic postures, and pranayama, controlled breath? Are you holding on to toxic thoughts in your mind? It's time to move towards santosa, contentment, and realize that there is a purpose to every struggle that you've gone through. Use your tapas, disciplined energy, to move past your limiting beliefs and procrastination, to begin your true svadhyaya, study of yourself. When you make yourself your project, you'll experience Ishvara Pranidhana, a celebration of the spiritual. Sorry for all the terms. I don't do yoga, so I'm not familiar. Okay, so Muladhara. Although I should. Okay, so Muladhara, 49. Root chakra. You have arrived in a place where you're very grounded in life. Your ideal home is in the process of manifestation, and you are setting roots where you are. This reflects the deep healing work you've done to undo the ancestral ties that were previously holding you back. When you heal your personal life, you heal the lives of all of those who came before you, and all who come after you. Ancestral hardships such as poverty, immigration, war, slavery, and abuse have come to an end, and you have set the path for a new way of being for all of your ancestors to come. Thank you for doing this work and anchoring deeply within. It is only when you heal the root that the tree can grow. You see that? That's that ancestral curse, that ancestral scarcity, limitations, all of that, and healing that. And that's why I talked about, again, the Pitra Paksh right now, what's happening, I'm going to look at it, okay? And I am going to talk about it again. It's Pitru, Pitru, and then Paksha, Paksha, and it goes from September 17th to October 2nd. And it's very auspicious because we had the partial lunar eclipse. Let's talk about it from the beginning. First, there was the celebration of the birth of Ganesh, okay, which every special Hindu prayer rite, it starts with the worship of Ganesh. I know you're like, how does this relate to my life? Let me explain, because it goes into this ancestral healing thing. So that was September 7th to 17th. Then we had the partial lunar eclipse, right, which was September 17th to 18th in Pisces, by the way. So that's a good time to release, obstacles and old patterns, ways of thinking, connections, all that kind of stuff that don't serve in your best interest. Then we had the full moon in Pisces, same time, right? September 17th. Then you have the Pitru Paksha, which is September 17th, right after the full moon. It starts on the same day of the full moon to October 2nd, which is when the gates of, Hades, okay, not Hades, but the gates of the dead, the other world, the spirit realm, I don't know, okay, so they called it Yamlok. Yama is the god of death. So Lok is like, I guess, his dwelling place. When the gates open, saying 3 generations of your ancestors come forward for you to check on how their ancestors are doing, right? You being one of them. So you make those offerings to create distance, to have healing, and so you can have your own freedom also, right? And to show gratitude. Then right after that ends on October 2nd, it's Navratri, which is October 3rd to October 12th, which is back-to-back-to-back auspicious occasions with the partial lunar eclipse, and then there's a solar eclipse coming up too around that time. And Navratri is the celebration of goddess Durga. And if you've ever seen that Hindu goddess, she's riding on a tiger, she's got several arms, and she's like fully armed to the teeth. She's a warrior goddess who, destroys the demon that the gods couldn't destroy. They had to create her. They had to create this new divine feminine to be able to destroy this demon, right? Because it had become so powerful that it received the boon of immortality, where the gods couldn't even kill him. Anyway, so they had to create Durga to kill this demon. Back-to-back-to-back blessings. So why is that important? I just want to say, because this is all ancestral curses, ancestral limitations, scarcity mindset, blocks. Like, you know what you're supposed to do, and then you've got, like, remember when I was talking about what do you do? Like, this feeling when I was talking about, I got the vibe when because you get it as a tarot reader, you channel these messages, and spirit uses your own personal experiences to try to make you understand. So I was going with, if you trust your intuition and you do things based on your intuition, and then there's something else that doesn't quite feel right. If it's not 100%, you won't move forward. There was this feeling of being pulled in 2 different directions, like traditional, new, modern, right? Like east, west. Like there's something that has to be reconciled. If there's too much of one, then you miss out on the other. And here it's saying, doing whatever you need to do, making that move, moving beyond that scarcity mindset, moving beyond that forced limitation conditioning, is something where if you feel like your intuition hasn't been dead on going, it's time now, jump, right? It's saying that's because you have other energies. And I feel like going into soul contracts too, right? Where the traditional old school way of, like, let's say not even culturally, but like your own family line way of doing things is holding you back, right? Like we got the hanged muse too. It's sacrificing your happiness for others. It's saying, I feel like the message is nothing is going to, go to shit here, right? It's just this needing to break out of the norm. And it's not really doing anything that's going to destroy anything. You still have the same values. It's just like a remix, like you're just doing it in a different way. So the reverse of Muladhara is your body, mind, and soul are calling out to you for some grounding. You have been moving around a lot, and your spirit is calling for a true home and yearning for time spent looking inward. This may be a good time to finally begin looking for a home or settling down into the one you already have. Create your nest. Set the foundation for what you need to live a full life. Make friends with people who live nearby. Spend more time in nature. Set a routine that keeps you anchored to your truth. This won't make your life boring, but will actually give you everything that you want. Eat more root vegetables and walk with bare feet on the earth. See, that's that whole, this. Where's that 3 of Cups? This is that, right? The 3 of Cups and the Hanged Muse. Having everything like saying, pointing towards celebrate. You know, I was saying, people don't understand. You could date, you could do this, you could go out, you could have fun, you could be, social. You don't do any of it. You hang back. Because the root chakra, Muladhara, is saying you haven't accepted this situation. Like, there's something where it's going, you're either moving, and you got 6 of Swords, moving away from a toxic energy. We saw there was toxic energy. Now it's time where you get grounded, plant roots. Okay, whether that's moving to a new home or accepting the place that you live at. And moving past all of this, like, now what do I want to do? Let's get a fun card. Is there a fun card to get? Is there? What do we want to end this with? Oh, I'm just going to use the Druid. I'm just going to use the Druid. It's the animals here, and it's a little long-winded, but I'm not going to go into all that. Let's get a lovely big animal oracle card. The Druid Animal Oracle cards. Spirit, what is the message? Final card. What's the message for the day? Final card. And then I am going to chill out. What's the final message for the day, please? Yeah, but I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on camera soon. Here we go. What is this? Air Dragon. Okay, Air Dragon. On the bottom we have Boar. Ooh, cat. Anyways, let's see. Air Dragon. Boar, it says the warrior spirit, leadership, direction, page 38. Air Dragon, inspiration, insight, vitality, 138. So 138 and 38. Is that both 38s? Excuse me, 138 and 38. Yep, 38 might be significant for some of you. The boar, huh? Okay. Let's read Air Dragon first. This here. It says inspiration, insight, vitality. The card shows one of the dragons of Belai flying high over the magical city of Dinas, Afaroan in Snowdonia. In the distance, a bolt of lightning reminds us that Drag Athar is one of the servants of the sky god. My nose just started running, if that's relevant. Okay, like when we channel, that happens. So my nose just started running after this card. Okay. Coming into contact with the air dragon can be as a bolt of lightning to the psyche and intellect, and as such must be treated with care and considerable respect. Sometimes manifesting as sudden flashes of illumination, Drag Athar brings insight and clarity to your thought and imagination. As conveyor of numinous power, the air dragon can be seen as a symbol of visitation, for he is a messenger of the sky god. And it says drawn reversed. We didn't, so I'm not reading that. The tradition of the air dragon, and it has this whole story about this dragon, servant of the sky god. So it's a messenger of the sky god. Bolt of lightning to the psyche and intellect, treated with care and considerable respect. Sometimes manifesting as sudden flashes of illumination. It can be seen as a conveyor of numinous power. The air dragon can be seen as a symbol of visitation, for he is a messenger of the sky god. Boar. The warrior spirit, leadership, direction. The card shows a boar in the forest. In the foreground lies a bronx carnix. Bronx. I saw bronze and carnix and I said bronx. I don't know. Bronze carnix, with its mouth in the form of a boar's head. Such a battle trumpet has been found in Grampian, Scotland. By the path, and also from Scotland, is the boar stone, beside which all Pictish kings took their oaths. To one side, we also see the discarded bronze helmet of a warrior, complete with boar crest, as found in Powys, Wales. In the foreground grow mugwort, dandelion, and wild asparagus. And it says, Torque can open you to the warrior spirit, helping you to find your direction in life, a wild and powerful animal. He calls you into the forest to discover a secret about yourself and about the world. The ritual boar paths that exist in Wales, Cornwall, Ireland, and Scotland exist in the inner world too, and if you follow them, you will come face to face with an animal embodying the wild and untamed power that lives within each one of us. Stare closely at him, and you will discover he is a representative of the goddess. His skin can heal you. He can inspire you to write music and poetry. His primal power can make you leader or chief. See if you can use your wildness and your energy for genuine acts of heroism in a world that longs for insight and healing. There it is. And I just got the call to use this one too, so I'm going to use this animal deck too. It's the Spirit Animal Oracle. Thank you, Spirit Guides. Let's get one more Animal Oracle card. Last one, please. I don't know, I just feel like seeing the animal pictures. Last one, please. Spirit, is there another oracle message for the day? So it's like a bolt of lightning, like some kind of inspiration about leadership, warrior spirit. I think go big, rise up. Almost. There we go. Eagle, mastery. You are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past. See again, the past, right? Ancestral ties, limitations. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. And on the bottom, horse, freedom. There you go. Your heart is pure and free. A greater purpose calls you. You have unlimited reserves of stamina and strength. You follow the winds of change and accomplish your dreams. And I think we'll end it there because that's just so beautiful. Love you all. Have a wonderful day. Hope you had a great weekend. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.